For my screenshot's final piece, I wanted to portray the absurd element of the TV industry, and that there's literally more than just a flat screen. To get this absurd feel to it, I thought about the TV itself. I thought about how kids always ask how people got into this screen when they don't realise that it's just being broadcast onto the screen. But now people actually are in the TV, and that feels quite strange for both the participant and any onlookers, as they've literally got their head in a TV. Whether they're aware of it or not, they have become part of the art. Also, the contrast between the outside and the inside. The cardboard is raw and handmade, and it's a very crude television that literally is a fragile representation of a fragile industry. This is opposite to the inside, which is chaotic and busy and almost a fantasy world, completely different to the outside. This means they are completely unaware of what they will encounter inside. So, when they stick their head in, their senses are overwhelmed. The darkness versus the harsh lights can create quite a confusing effect, as well as the distorted and fast-paced imagery and the static noises. All of this raises the stress levels of the participant. Going further into the meaning of it, the box itself represents the squareness of TV and the cookie-cutter view of life that, through media, and the conforming nature of people on it. The flickering lights, as well as creating a chaotic atmosphere, represent many different and biased views that the media portrays through the different colours and the different shadows. The holographic paper, the extra string, and the white flicks of paint on black all add to the chaotic feel and the overload of the senses. As for the pictures themselves that are around the box, I took them from the internet and chose well-known people that have been in fairly recent controversies. I then defaced these to worsen the distaste for them and exaggerate the bad things that they had done. Although quite a cliche approach, I wanted to address many issues without being too heavy about it, and just give another way to express an opinion of concern and anger. These topics include a current unsettled political situation, the seemingly endless revelations of Hollywood abuse, and people that I think use media in a negative and unhelpful way. In order to do this, I created a piece of artwork where the viewer becomes the participant and a piece of the work, so they completely immerse themselves within it. At the bottom of the box, I put an iPad that plays a video that I made. I wanted it to portray the true horrors of media. The girl up against the TV is a memorable scene from the 80s movie Poltergeist. It is a popular horror movie that I use to act as a reminder that the position she takes to the TV is ironically even more relevant now. This position is almost worship, which mirrors the position that a viewer of my artwork takes, bowing their head into the TV. The structure of my video is a major contrast between bad versus good. I included clips of powerful people saying idiotic and problematic things, like ping pong was invented on the dining tables of England and the wall just got 10 feet taller. However, I didn't want to leave it as just that negative tone. I then put in clips of powerful people saying uplifting and hopeful things that brought a bit of light to the work. Putting one of those videos at the end, with the same girl at the start up against it, leaves it with a positive atmosphere, that she is also worshipping something good, and there are two sides to the media. There are other bits in the video too. As for the static, it's what's on the TV in the movie, but it also adds to the chaotic feel, along with the static noise that I added. The dizzying videos of the outside that I filmed carry that chaotic atmosphere throughout the video, and also act as breaks between the people. I'm interested in provoking the viewer throughout interaction and experience. I wanted to create something powerful and meaningful that left a lasting effect justifying it. Whether that's simply confusion or an inspiration that they are left with to figure out. It portrays to them a common viewpoint with a little more depth than people go into with words. Although I am studying photography, I was encouraged to push the boundaries of this subject from a previous project titled What is Photography? I explored film and cultural aspects, working towards an installation and even performance of the participants. I believe that art can be a form of communication, and I fully intend to apply this in my work. I find it easier this way, to almost manipulate a viewer to see nothing but my opinion, and to ridicule a drastically different one, instead of simply telling them it. I believe this is a much more powerful investment of time than a speech of some kind, as it allows the selected information to be interpreted, which is important to me when creating art, especially something like this.